Hey everybody, welcome back to Polytech. I'm your host Dale. Today's episode is blunt, it's simple, and it is extremely dangerous for our country because what we're going to talk about today isn't just plain politics. It's not just a spin that you're hearing every place else. It's not just another Trump drama day. What we're going to talk about is the deliberate strategy to lock down Epstein's files, not by defending them, not by releasing them as we all want it to be, but by weaponizing the Department of Justice to make sure these files are legally untouchable. So let's get into this. Epstein's emails dropped, the ones referencing Trump, the ones blowing holes in the White House timeline. Trump didn't respond with transparency. In fact, he didn't respond at all, and he avoided press. He avoided any questions until he was in Air Force One. He responded with, when he did, he responded with deflection. He posted that the Attorney General should launch an investigation into Democrats such as Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, and Reid Hoffman. I talked a little bit about this yesterday on my other podcast, and whoever else can distract the public away from him. So he's naming all these people who need to be investigated, although his name is also on all of these documents, but he decides that he's not going to include himself on any investigation. On the surface, but it looks like typical Trump. Blame your opponent, say it's all conspiracy, but this time it's much bigger, and I believe much bigger than he's going to be able to handle, or his team or administration is going to be able to handle. I think the people are tired of the lies, and I think they're tired of the deception and the tricks. So let's talk just a little bit more about locking the files. So it's about locking the files, right? So here's how this actually works. And trust me, Washington insiders know these tricks well. And I've been involved in politics and campaigns and politicians long enough to know these tricks are the trick of the trade for those who are amoral, first of all, and those that are non-transparent and self-driven. So number one, the president calls for an investigation into Democratic ties to Epstein. Number two, the Attorney General opens an urgent investigation, even though months ago the DOJ said there's nothing to investigate. Everything is clear. Surprising. Well, maybe not surprising. Three, once the investigation is open, the DOJ can legally say we cannot release the Epstein files to Congress because they're a part of an ongoing investigation. How convenient is this? And just like that, the public gets locked out again. Congress gets locked out. Survivors get locked out. Everyone gets locked out except for the people who already know what is in those files. And that's why they're being locked. Now, calling for an investigation, Democrats makes great political theater. I mean, it's so much drama. Cable news will cover this. Partisans will fight about it online. Trump's base will cheer it on and support him even further. But the real purpose is procedural, not political. Because if those files come out, and if they contradict what the White House story is, and it will, they'll become evidence. Evidence of contact, evidence of knowledge, evidence of behavior, evidence of timeline. Trump has denied for years and years that he was no longer friends with Epstein. All of these things are going to come to light. And an investigation, even a bogus one, is the perfect excuse to hide the evidence. This is just Donald Trump's side. He's done this a million times over his career, and he knows how to work the system. So the DOJ's sudden U-turn, right? I mean, boom, right away, they kind of turned around when that post went out. Here's the piece people are missing. 4 months ago, the DOJ said exactly this. We did not uncover evidence that could predict and investigate an investigation into the uncharged third parties. In plain English, no Democrats, no Republicans, nothing worth opening a new case on. But after the email, or not the email, but the post dropped, after Trump realized those files might come out, and I'm sure he's sort of shaken on this, suddenly the DOJ is willing to suddenly investigate the Democrats urgently. Nothing has changed. Just think about this, man. It's just crazy. Really, nothing has changed but the words that have come out of Trump's mouth. And that caused this whole push forward with an investigation, with a false investigation. So Trump really wants these sealed. You can see it and you can feel it. So let's be clear. Survivors want these files released. Lawmakers from both parties want this file released. In fact, Marjorie Taylor Greene has gone on a limb. I never thought I would ever agree with her, and got ostracized by Trump just today, saying that she's a crazy woman and he no longer supports her. So the support to release these files are huge. The only person trying to actually stop these files is the same man who once promised transparency and promised that he would release the files, Epstein files, if he was elected president. Just like he was going to lower prices for groceries and gas and all these other things that we haven't seen yet. And every time he shouts, investigate the Democrats, what he's really saying is do whatever it takes to stop these documents from seeing the sunlight. Hide them in a deep, dark place where nobody will actually find it. So I put a lot of thought into really what I wanted to talk about tonight. And, I want to give you some takeaways on this. This isn't a defense strategy. It's a containment strategy. It's not a defense strategy. It's a containment strategy. This isn't about justice, at least not for the victims. It isn't. It's about preventing justice. It's about hiding the truth. And this isn't about Democrats. It's about shielding a president from the evidence he doesn't want you to see or anybody to see. So next time you hear him yelling about Clinton or Hoffman or any one of the members that he's sort of talked about, he's not building a case. He's building a firewall made of a phony investigation designed to keep the truth locked away. That's today's episode of Polytech. I'm Dale Gibler. If you found this breakdown important, share it. Please do share it. The public needs to understand the mechanics behind the message because the mechanics are where the real power actually is. I'll see you next episode. Please follow me on Spotify. You can also follow me on YouTube. I'm on Substack. Go ahead and follow us. We've got a lot of information. Again, thank you very much.